Okay, well, you know, I love to talk about dining. Usually it's about the food and enjoying the socializing that happens over there, but the food's gonna be great again, but the feeling, the experience is gonna be a good bit different, right? Lauren Williams, she was able to listen on some of our conversations and planning today and gave us some feedback about that earlier. So first and foremost, that everything that Bon Appetit's going to be doing this year, they're always focused on safety, but now even more so thinking about safety and health, your health and the health of the staff members who work there. Critically important for them, not just so they can remain healthy on their own accord, but so they can remain at work and continue to provide the services that they want to provide. So let me talk briefly about safety measures. The staff will complete daily COVID screenings, not tests, screenings before arriving at work. They will have distancing in the kitchens. Anywhere they're working for more than 15 minutes within 6 feet of someone, there will be distancing that's created there. They will have staggered work schedules and separate teams. If one person gets sick, that won't take out hopefully an entire team, but if it does, there's another team that can come in. There's a lot of cross-training that happens. Food will be packaged, be fresh cooked, freshly prepared, local source, just like it always is, but it will be pre-packaged for your safety and for theirs. We'll have enhanced cleaning protocols with antiviral products that's used throughout the facility, not just in the servery, but also in the kitchens, and extensive staff orientation on all these new protocols that they've created and that have come from Bon Appetit, which is a leading company in the industry of college food service. In the serveries and the dining rooms, we'll have no-touch entry. There will be no cash exchange there. For the time being, only students will be going into the Hilltop Cafe with very limited other staff members coming in that facility, only generally coming in if they've got some role to play with the program. And the other thing to be aware of with dining is we'll see things continue to evolve. There's a lot of tweaking that will go on with dining as we move through each week so that we continue to modify it to best serve everyone. Second to safety in the minds of General Manager James and Chef Dave are your access to food, your access to quality, healthy, freshly prepared food. In terms of safety, again, things you'll see, one-way traffic. You've heard conversation mentioned already of staggered class times in the morning, which will lead to cohort groups for lunch. We will have cohorts for dinner as well. We'll have extended hours of operation so that we spread out the population. We will require face coverings when you're going through. There will be very limited seating. This will be one of the, not the only, but one of the biggest differences that you'll feel in and experience in Hilltop Cafe, whereas traditionally we've gone in, it's been our place to meet and greet and be together, and COVID is just not going to allow for that. So until that problem lifts, we're going to have to limit seating in the dining hall. And it looks like we'll be able to seat about 120 folks throughout the 3 rooms, where typically we would have 600 or more able to seat simultaneously. So that's with the 6-foot distancing happening. So if you think about those tables you usually sit at, where you may have 6 or 8 people there, there's going to be 2 people at those tables, and that's it. So Hilltop Cafe is going to be primarily a pickup program. As you go through, there will be queuing leading into the east entrance, one way through, and as you go through, you can stop at multiple stations, and you'll pick up prepackaged food. You'll know the menus before you go in. They'll be out on physical printed, out on boards and on the video screens. And so you'll probably make your mind up before you go in. You can grab 2 containers, not just one. One container will include a complete meal, but you can go to another station and get another meal as well. The disposable dishware will be there at each station for you to take as well. So there's not another stop you need to make at a corner to pick up silverware. There's no breakdown. You're not going to be dumping used dishes there. You can pick up a side salad at the salad and deli bar also. So you could be walking out with 3 containers and also stop by and pick up a beverage on your way out as well. So there will be no shortage of the food that you can access when you're there. We're going to have close to continuous dining. So the Hilltop Cafe will be open 7 days a week for 8.5 hours straight. So from 10:30 in the morning until 7 p.m. at night, it will be in operation. There will be segments of those times, lunch and dinner, when it's cohort driven, so that we don't have the volumes of people that we generally have in there. As you all know, typically at lunch, really beginning at a little bit before 11 a.m., the numbers start to go in there, and Bon Appetit sees about 700 people in 45 minutes. So again, that doesn't jive with COVID. So we're going to have to spread that out a bit, both at lunch and dinner, and we'll have more information available to you about those cohorts. There is no way we'll get to all the details about dining. There's no way that Gwen's going to be able to steer us through the probably 100 questions by the time the evening finishes. We have a fantastic FAQ page that has been started, fall semester FAQ, that's in our COVID section. And I know that we'll be able to take your questions and answer them that way over the next 2 to 3 days, so you get all those answers. Gwen, is there anything else specific to dining that you want me to cover?
So just 2 quick questions that I don't think that you necessarily answered. One being, breakfast is not being offered.
Breakfast will be offered at Zamora's Market beginning at 8 a.m. and you can pick up a breakfast bag. So you can make your choices of any breakfast items you want. They'll all be prepackaged, again, fresh cooked or fruits, these types of things. Drop them in your breakfast bag and go. And that will actually be available all day, as Zamora's is open from 8 a.m. until 7 p.m.
Great. And so that answers the question. Zamora's being open. Will it be open for its traditional ways of being open, or is it a new way of being open?
It's going to be a new way of being open. So Zamora's, as you know, is not the place that can handle volume. So we've got to take some pressure off of that facility and direct it up to the Hilltop Cafe. So we'll be able to have every student on a 20-meal plan. And so students can go into Hilltop Cafe and use those swipes. Again, each time you swipe, you can take 2 containers, and you may also have something on the side as well that you can take. And you can come back, say that's lunch, you can come back in a midday from 1:30 until 4:30 and come in and eat again, take food again, and then come back for dinner as well. Zamora's will still have a lot of the foods that you remember, and you can go in and purchase with your declining balance or with your credit card, a latte, a hot chocolate, a coffee, or whatever you want to grab. A lot of the foods that you know and love at Zamora's will also be available at Hilltop Cafe, so you can incorporate them into your meal plan. Also at Zamora's, we're going to establish a grocery program. So one of the things that we want to, Bon Appetit wants to provide for you is that you're not feeling the pressure to go into a Target or a Walmart or a Gary's or some other grocery store. Less than 50% of students, or about 50%, bring cars anyway. So this will reduce the need for you to get in a car, have someone else in your car, get in a car with someone else, to go into a grocery facility. And instead, you'll be able to purchase some things here. General Manager James is very eager. He's got a list of things that he believes you might be interested in buying, but he will be opening up his welcome to you to suggest what it is he should carry in that grocery section. And this will be managed in the back of Zamora's Market, where traditionally we've had socialized activities back there. Instead, since we can't use that space for that reason, we're going to have a grocery market back there.